Hi, I'm Simon. I'm gonna do the review of Hollyland Lark Max. I'm gonna do the unboxing, I'm gonna show you its function, and then I'm gonna do a range test. In the end, I will tell you what I think about it. Okay, so let's start with unpacking. This is the Lark Max, the box. Let's open it. This is quite a nice box, and you have everything inside. This is a charging box with one receiver and two transmitters. It's my first time opening, so it still has the protection plastic, which I'm gonna remove now. It's quite a nice package, and I really like that it has a manual dial to go into the menu. All the menu makes a lot of sense, so it's easy to understand. What we have here, it's a short manual and a thank you card. Yeah, okay. Here we have a bunch of cables for connecting to the camera, wind stoppers, and more cables and more wind stoppers. The cables you have for connecting to the iPhone and connecting to the Android phones, and of course to connect to the camera. I also got the Hollyland Lavalier mic, lapel mic. This is also part of the package, and it's quite a reasonable price for two lapel mics. This is a transmitter, and it's a nice package, and it also has the wind stopper that can go all over it, and it can be attached quite securely on top of it, like this. Its function is to stop the wind from making the noise around it. This is the lapel mic or lavalier mic. It has quite a big foam protector, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but you can of course replace it with smaller ones, it's not a problem. And the fur protector, it's about the same size, so you can use the one you like. This is the receiver. You put this one on top of your camera or near your phone or whatever. It has a menu dial, so you can use this to set most of the functions, which I prefer over the touchscreen, because in so small touchscreen it's hard to do the exact settings exactly like you want it. EQ is a really nice setting, because you can select low cut or vocal boost or just a hi-fi. And here you have option to select or deselect voice isolation or noise reduction on the voice, and mute the microphone and turn on and off the recording. On the record you can select it's either stereo, mono, or with the safety track. That means that another level is recorded 10 decibels lower, in case you'd had some peaking. Also, all the other functions are quite logical and don't need much explanation. The box itself is small and it's nicely packed, so it's In the back of the Hollyland, you have on top place to put all the cables and wind protectors and everything. And I was able to put the Lavalier mics as well, but then it gets really tight. There's a lot of things in the package. Now I'm gonna do the range test together with my wife.
And now I'm walking back under the sun, and it's really nice weather. I'm doing microphone testing now while walking under the sun. Very nice weather. I'm doing microphone testing now, and the weather is sunny, as you see. I'm doing microphone testing now under sunny weather. I do microphone testing now while walking under the sun on a windy day. I'm doing microphone testing now while walking under sun. I do microphone testing now under the sun on a summer's day. I do microphone testing now under the sun on a summer's day. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3.
Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna do a noise test simulation. Testing. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna test with lower voice. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna whisper. Ice, ice, icicle. Pop, pop, popsicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle. Ice, ice, icicle. Test, test, testing 1, 2, 3. I think Lark Max is really useful for professional videographers and content creators because it allows you to work very fast. You have a backup recording and battery life that will last you a whole day. And if it doesn't, you can always charge it in the box. One of the functions I really like is also that you can use it for online meetings like Zoom calls or whatever app you use. Because you have a high quality sound, which is like something that's probably important for a video professional. And just one thing that you should keep in mind is that you should always set the volume a little bit higher than you have in your camera, because in the camera you want the volume to reach, I don't know, a little bit less than peaking, maybe 10 decibels less. But on the video call, it's better to have it higher volume, even if it peaks sometimes, so others will hear you well. Also, the Hollyland Lavalier mic is quite a decent option. It's not too expensive and the quality is quite good. You can of course change the foam to be a little bit smaller if you're bothered with it, but all in all it's a decent option. The box is also quite nice. You can pack everything inside. So all the accessories are in one nice little box. I think this mic is really useful accessories for most of people who are trying to do something with video, and you can even connect it with the phone and use this as a field recorder or just record it straight on the transmitter. The recordings on the transmitter can be accessed very easily, just connect it to the computer and download it from there. There is also a benefit if you use the files recorded on the transmitter, because you don't have the internal noise of your camera recorder. So if you're not going to do much with the sound, then of course you can use the sound straight from the camera, but if you want to do a lot of processing, something that would raise the noise floor, it's better to use the recording from on the transmitters itself.